thought-provoking words. All of you here are old enough to drive. Many of you have been drinking for years. But how many of you, I wonder, are mature enough to be responsible when it comes to drinking and driving? By the time we've finished our mock court exercise, I hope each one of you will have asked yourself that question. Okay, I'm impressed. I see some of you have managed to find gowns. Well, you won't need them all straight away.
Sir, you see this wig? Well, my father picked this up for a lot of money on one of his trips to England and gave it to me as a birthday present. Yeah. See, I was 10 and he said I'd grow into it. You know, I guess my father sort of sees me as judge material. So, what do you think, sir?
You look more like criminal material to me.
Just a minute, class. Just a minute, please. Now, the object of this exercise is to examine the criminal consequences of drinking and driving. That's why we're holding our mock court.
Order in the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, through the court, we're going to take a look at some sections of the criminal code. We're talking tough laws here. Serious charges that could seriously affect your lives.
Not me, sir. I don't even own a car.
Haven't I seen you zipping around on a snowmobile, Dave?
Sure, but that's...
Well, that's a motor vehicle, same as a car, or a motorcycle, an all-terrain vehicle, or a semi-trailer. Now, you drive any one of them, or operate a boat or a plane. You better sit up and listen. Maggie?
Sir, you said criminal code. Isn't that getting a little heavy?
If you're old enough to drive, Maggie, you're expected to be mature enough not to drive if you've been drinking.
What are they going to do, put us in jail?
Drinking and driving is a crime, Simon. You commit that crime and you're convicted, you may wind up in jail.
Say it isn't so, sir. They wouldn't put a cute young thing like me in with murderers and rapists and a fat man named Bubba. Oh my God, I just died.
Right.
We're talking serious here, Tony, even if you're not. Okay. Now, speaking of sweet young things, I need someone to pass out these fact sheets. Jason, how about you?
Yes, sir.
The charges for next Monday's trial are listed on the fact sheet. I take it all of you have found time to do the assigned research?
Not guilty, my lord.
Okay, everyone will have a chance to play some role in court before term ends. But for next Monday, I'd like to see Maggie. You'll prosecute.
Oh, sir, can I be judge? I mean, someone in this court has to set a high moral standard.
Simon Bennett, you'll play the judge.
I got a game tonight, sir. I won't have time to prepare.
Bye, you got the rest of the weekend. Kim, I'm assigning you the dubious task of defending the accused, Mr. Cabral.
Why, thank you, sir. My very first hopeless case.
Oh, come on, sir. If I'm not judge, I don't want to play.
Well, wait till you hear my sentence. You'll die.
Okay, class, that's the bell. You can go.
All right.
Ask not for whom the bell tolls, Tony.
It tolls for you.
Maybe I can play it doomed and moody like Marlon Brando, you Mr. Seacrest.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Better do your homework on this one.
Homework? Oh, no. So you see, I have to drive His Honor to the game tonight. And then I got, well, some gosh darn serious partying to take care of this weekend.
Part of being mature, Tony boy, is knowing just what to be serious about. Think about it.
Okay.
I'll see you all on Monday. Have a good weekend.
You will. Good night, sir.
Let's move, Romeo. Come on, we're going to be late to pick up your sister.
She doesn't get out till 4 on Fridays, man. But you should see it when I pick her up. All those little kids, they go wild.
Yeah, a sports car will do it to them every time.
Oh.
9-year-olds.
Just burning up with envy, eh? You're just jealous of my car, my brains, my body.
I'm going to be late for work. I'll see you guys. Good luck, Tony.
Yeah, okay.
Do you guys want to get together tomorrow morning and study for our first case?
No. Forget it, Mags. We're going to have heads the size of basketballs tomorrow morning, I'd say.
Listen, why don't you come to the party tomorrow night? We'll pick you up from work after the game.
Sure.
No, I gotta study.
Come on,
You remember
Maggie.
studying.
Oh, come on, Max. Take a little break. It might be fun. Sure.
How come you're not going?
It's my grandmother's birthday. I can't miss that and live.
Well, sure. Okay.
Awesome.
I'll
Good.
go. Give it a whirl.
Sure, give it a whirl.
Tony!
May I present my high-priced defense counsel, Your Honor?
Oh, Simon, get me out of here! Stop it!
Walking down the street singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Oh, Maggie, you should have seen it, though. You should have seen it. He's got the ball. He's dribbling, playing with it, you know, like there's no game, no pressure, nothing. And then, suddenly, out of the blue, he moves! Madness, he moves! Swish! Just like greased lightning. And it's like the flash of a blade. Like the... Where are my keys? Oh, thank you. You know, little fella, you are one hell of a good basketball player. Do you know that, Tiny?
What are you guys doing?
Where are my keys? Listen, hey, you should have been there, because...
Ladies and gentlemen,
What?
I shall now attempt to drive you all home
We're all home.
in one, count 'em,
One
piece.
Forget it, Simon.
What?
Yes, forget it, because no one drives Tony's car
Yeah.
but Tony.
Yeah, but you're drunk.
I'm drunk. You're drunk.
Not
Hey.
as drunk as you are. Look
Hey,
at that.
guys, come on.
Ow.
It's not funny.
Okay, I've made up my mind. I am not drunk any longer.
Are you crazy? Tony, come on. We can leave the car here. We can take a cab.
Oh, cab schmab. Hold on, cabs cost money.
So do lawyers. I've got money. It'll be my treat, okay?
Hey, why can't I drive the car? I've only had 4,
5?
5.
I don't believe this.
No.
I should be talking to the car. What is wrong with just leaving the car here?
I'll have to trek halfway across town to pick it up in the morning, won't I?
I will drive you, for Pete's sake. Now, come on. Sure, you go ahead. Get in that car. You drive. You're committing a crime, Tony.
Woo, 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 woo.
This isn't fun. Listen to me.
Whoa. Are you coming or not, Tiny? Come on.
Listen to me.
Woo!
Hello. Tony? Tony, it is 4 o'clock in the morning.
Maggie? You're home.
Of course I'm home. You could have woken my parents.
Gotta help me, Mags.
Give me a break, will ya?
It's Simon. They, must have taken him away. I don't know where he is.
What are you talking about?
We had this wipeout on the way home, see, and, I guess I really must have been smashed, huh? When I came to, there was police all over me, all over the car. Simon wasn't there. I couldn't figure it out. His door was open, he just wasn't there anymore. I don't know where he is, I don't know where he's gone, I don't know.
Did you hit anyone?
Might have been a tree. I don't know, I came to and there was these sirens all over the place and flashing
The
lights.
ambulance. The ambulance must have taken Simon. Okay, did you call your dad? How about the hospital?
Well, he only let me make this one phone call, see? So I,
To call a lawyer, dummy! Your dad's a lawyer. Why didn't you call him?
can't, Maggie. I can't face him. Would you phone him for me, please? Please?
Hi.
My mom had to take the bus to work this morning in the cold so that I could come out here to pick you up.
Yeah, well, my little sister had to take a cab to school this morning. Life in the suburbs without a car, man. The pits.
My heart bleeds.
Oh, look, Mags, don't take it out on me, okay? Simon, he's gonna be all right.
I drove him home from the hospital yesterday. His mom couldn't face the drive. She was too upset. He's her only son, you know.
Yeah, I know. Look, you're not his only friend, okay? Simon's gonna be fine.
Sure, he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
The cuts on his arm are only superficial.
Right.
The bruising will fade.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball's out for the rest
Oh,
of the
look, those
year,
are the breaks,
though.
okay, kid? Look at me. I have to go to court next month. They're gonna yank my license for sure. My insurance is gonna go sky high, and my car is totaled.
Damn it, Tony, you could have killed him. He could be dead right now, snuffed out. And you still wouldn't see what you've done, would you? When are you gonna grow up?
Would the Crown Counsel please read the charges?
The defendant, Mr. X, is charged under paragraph 237A and subsection 238.5 of the Criminal Code. These offenses are respectively operating a motor vehicle while one's ability to do so is impaired by alcohol or a drug, and refusing to provide a breath sample without a reasonable excuse.
And how does Mr. X plead?
Your Honor, can I have a quick word with Kim? My defense counsel, please.
Very well.
Okay. What kind of motorized vehicle am I supposed to have been driving?
Didn't you even read the fact sheet?
Oh, sure, I did all my homework right there in the police station like a good little boy, Mommy.
Okay, you're driving a motorbike, okay? Then you strayed over into the wrong lane. Then you went through a red light without stopping, which then caused another motorist to swerve into a street light to avoid hitting you head on. Okay, then you skidded and you fell.
Okay.
Got the picture?
Yeah. Sounds like Mr. X and I have a lot in common, doesn't it?
True.
Perhaps you could tell us what exactly occurred, Constable, to lead you to form the opinion that Mr. X had consumed alcohol.
Right. When I first arrived on the scene, he was just picking himself up off the pavement. His walk was unsteady, his speech was slurred, his eyes were glassy, and I could smell alcohol on his breath.
So you formed the opinion that Mr. X had consumed alcohol.
Yes.
And what did you do next?
I demanded that Mr. X provide a breath sample.
And what was Mr. X's response?
He refused.
Constable Jones, you testify that the accused was picking himself up off the pavement when you arrived?
That is correct.
And that his walk was unsteady and his speech slurred?
That is correct.
He had just fallen off his motorcycle, is that not so?
Yes, indeed.
Then a fall such as that might very well have caused dizziness or slurred speech, might it not?
Objection, Your Honor. Defense is leading the witness. And how many beers did you have prior to the incident from which these charges arise?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
Did you have one? More than one? Did you have 5? More than 5? Did you have 10?
Your Honor, I object.
Objection overruled. The defendant will answer the question.
I don't know, I must have had quite a few because I really don't remember much after I got in the car.
Well, I protest, Your Honor. Crown is confusing the witness. Constable Jones testified that Mr. X was not driving a car that evening. He was on a motorbike.
Mr. X, how many beers do you think a person your size can drink before driving becomes a crime?
Big guy like me, let's see, 7, 8?
The legal limit is 0.08%. In your case, Mr. X, that could be 2 beers.
2 beers? Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, objection, Your Honor. The charge is not over .08, but impaired driving, which can take place with less than .08 alcohol in the blood.
Objection sustained.
Of course you wouldn't know what the maximum allowable amount of alcohol in a driver's blood is, would you, Mr. X? I mean, bothering to find out details like that might lead you to be becoming responsible for your actions.
Oh, objection, Your Honor.
Objection sustained.
I mean, you don't know how much you drank. You don't care enough. Other people's lives, the lives of children perhaps, of your close friends, are less important to you than your last beer, of your God-given right to drive.
I said objection sustained. Would the Crown please approach the bench? Would you cool it, Mags? It's not up to you to triumph for what happened to me.
I'm sorry. I'll try to behave. I suggest, Mr. X, that you were very lucky indeed.
Lucky?
Of course, lucky. Mr. X, just think. You have already admitted that you have drank several beers, have you not?
Yes.
You have already admitted that you drove your bike through a red light, did you not?
Yes.
And that you have forced another motorist to make evasive actions.
Yes, yeah, I guess so, yes.
Then would you not agree that in getting behind the wheel of that car, that you could have killed somebody? And that you were nothing more than a homicide waiting to happen.
Your Honor.
Ordering.
I could have killed him, that's true.
Objection sustained.
Your Honor, my client does not have to answer to any of those.
I could have killed him, it's
Silence in
true.
court.
But I didn't look at it like that, see? I guess it's just one of those jerks. One of those jerks who thinks he can drive better with a few beers in him. You know, I didn't feel like it was up to me. It was my responsibility. I never thought that it would be my fault if someone were to get hurt because I was drinking and driving. I never thought what it would be like to have to live with the thought that I killed someone.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Yes, it's up to you.
Well, we got to come to some kind of decision, okay? We're trying to solve it.
All right. Adjournment's almost over. 2 more minutes, okay?
How am I going to pronounce judgment? I mean, whatever I say, he's going to think I got it in for him.
Leave Tony out of this. We're dealing with Mr. X, remember?
Well, you listen to her. You're the one who can't leave Tony out of it.
I know. I'm sorry. I guess I still can't believe you're okay. But you know what I mean. Well, look, you've done your research. You know the kind of penalties that somebody like Mr. X can expect nowadays.
Yeah, but does Tony know what to expect when he has to go to court for real, though? That's what's really bothering me.
I feel sorry for the guy, Mags. I mean, whatever... His father is never going to let him forget it. I mean, all he's ever talked about is how his Tony's going to make it to judge.
Oh, try feeling sorry for yourself. You know, you really could have been killed. That passenger seat's not called the suicide seat for nothing.
Well, that's my point. I mean, it could have been me driving last Friday. He could have been killed.
What do you want to do? Pat him on the back? Encourage him to do it again? Man, you are just as bad as he is. Getting in that car with him when you knew he had been drinking.
Well, what do you expect her to do, eh? Act like a nerd? Preach at him? Refuse to let him drive? I'm his friend, not his mother.
Some friend. You let him drive off drunk. You let him risk his life and yours, his future and yours because you're his friend. I wouldn't call that friendship, Simon. I'd call it cowardice.
The court is ready to announce its verdict.
Would the defendant and then...
Oh, yeah. Would the defendant please rise? Mr. X, having heard all the evidence, I am satisfied that Constable Jones had reasonable grounds to request a breath sample. Your belief that you are still in control has been shown by your own behavior to be wrong and does not constitute an excuse to refuse to provide a breath sample. Your behavior, both prior and subsequent to the accident, was consistent with impaired ability to drive. I therefore find you guilty on both charges, for driving while impaired and for refusing to give a breath sample. Since it's your first conviction, I'm imposing a $500 fine. You are also prohibited from operating a motorized vehicle for a period of 1 year. I remind you that you have now acquired a criminal record. And I warn you that a second conviction carries a minimum period of incarceration of 14 days.
So, what's your dad like?
He's a loudmouth. Just like me, I guess.
How's he taking it?
Pretty hard. See, he put himself through law school working on construction sites. I'm his, blue-eyed boy.
Black-eyed, blue-eyed boy.
Yeah. One he was grooming for judge. The one who was going to put the family name on the map. What do? I go out and get myself a criminal record. Criminal record. How could I be so stupid? Do you know any judges with a criminal record?
At least it's your first offense.
Oh, it's not that simple. I was looking at those fact sheets that Robertson gave us.
Pity you didn't do that earlier.
I just didn't think. I never thought this could happen to me.
Hey,
I've been charged with impaired driving, causing bodily injury.
Simon, you mean?
Yes. Do you know what that carries? Maximum of 10 years.
Listen, that's a maximum. That doesn't mean that's what you're gonna
I
get.
can't believe I got myself into this mess. I mean, why'd I have to do it? Why couldn't I just make a choice between drinking or driving? Fine, I had a few beers. Why did I have to drive?